Hi, welcome back everyone to Scott Trans. It's Tuesdays with Steph. It's my second week. I'm really excited. Thanks to everybody that watched last week's video. If you're new or you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button and check out all the other people's videos. So, this week I have didn't do my radio show because I was a bit ill, and then last week I just went out and about for coffee with a few friends and my support, and then tomorrow I'm doing my radio show. Check that out, samradio.org, or tune in app, and I'll link in the description. And yeah, it was really fun doing last week's video. So today's video is misgendering. So I'm going to get Google Assistant. I've got one of these little Google Home Mini things. I'm going to get them to tell you what misgendering means. So, okay Google, please define misgendering.
Misgender refer to someone, especially a transgender person, using a word, especially a pronoun, a form of address, that does not correctly reflect the gender with which they identify.
So, as you can see, it's basically like calling me a man, basically, or calling a transgender man a woman, or calling a non-binary person something different. Now, I think for non-binary people it's a bit different, and I'm not saying all that. I know a lot, there's somebody I know who's non-binary and they don't mind male, female or non-binary pronouns. They don't mind either because they feel like they are, one day they'll wake up feeling masculine, the next day they'll wake up feeling feminine, and not like in that kind of order, but they fluctuate between their identity does, and it's I don't know a lot about non-binary, so I'm just going to speak from a binary point of view. But I think if people get your pronouns wrong and they don't mean it, I think that's okay. You just need to politely correct them, say, oh sorry, did you forget? And usually 9 times out of 10 I've found people apologise, but it's when people are really doing it, saying, you're not a woman, you're a man. I get that. I've had that before. No, you're too feminine to be a man. You're no man, you're no man. And I'm like, but is your idea of a trans person, a trans lady, very masculine looking, in fetish wear or old ladies dresses with really badly done makeup? Is that there? You know, it does annoy me a bit, and I think or they don't see us as real women, and we are real women. The biggest thing with my gender dysphoria, which is the feeling of that makes me feel trans, makes me know that I don't identify properly with the gender I was given at birth, is being misgendered, or being walking down the street and people going, that's a tranny, that's a man, kind of thing. I don't like that word tranny. It's not a good word to use, but it's what people have said to me. And when I first came out, this was a real problem because I didn't have nice feminine hair, and I didn't know all the contour and the highlight techniques to make my face really feminine, so it caused me a lot of distress because I would go out. I even got pulled up by a security guard for supposedly stealing when I didn't, and they got trouble and fired for that because they had taken a disliking to me being trans. Anyway, that's another video, and I don't really want to dive into that too much. But for me, I don't really get misgendered now when I go out and about. People just see me as female, and you know, people don't notice that I'm trans. I don't understand why, because I think I look manly, but that's just me. And I think my voice is here. No, female voice is here. I think I'm about there with my voice, so I go to voice therapy for that. But on the telephone, I do have to put a voice on a bit. I usually have to go, Steph Bell, 1986, Edinburgh, EH, blah 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 blah, phone number, I'll send blah 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 all the time, and put this feminine high voice on, which does get a bit tiresome. But misgendering, I think that people need to realise that when you deliberately misgender somebody, for a trans person, that's really upsetting, because it's almost you saying that they're not valid as a person, and it does upset me and annoy me. And I've had that a few times. Oh, you're a man, or you'll never be a woman until you've had the op. I've had that before from guys as well, and I've had, oh my god, you fooled me when I've been on dates with guys before, just because they don't see me as a woman. I think it's stupid, but to me, but if somebody does it, misgenders me, and it's a friend, I mean, my mum does it all the time because my mum's still getting used to it. She accepts me and she's amazing. Sometimes my best friend Jen will misgender me, and it doesn't mean anything. She goes, oops, sorry, or I'll say, did you forget? And she'll go, yeah, I'm sorry, hope I haven't been annoying or horrid, because she gets anxious about thinking people, she annoys people, pardon me, but I've even misgendered myself before. When I first came out, and last year I did once, and I was a bit like, whew, and I had to just pretend I didn't misgender myself, because it was only when I was writing something down, so I just scribbled it out. So yeah, but my opinions on misgendering is that as long as somebody does it and it's a mistake, if somebody does it and it's a genuine mistake, then just take it as that, and just gently, just politely remind the person that they've made a mistake. And if they haven't, if they've already apologised, just say that's okay. But if it's someone being really ignorant and rude and nasty, I think that's disgusting. Anyway, that's the end of the video. So check out all the other people that do this channel, because they're all amazing. And yeah, and you can check out my last week's video. It was my trans idol videos, and I'll link all my social media, and I'll link my main channel in here so you can watch other videos. And yeah, thanks for watching Tuesdays with Steph, aka Steph Fabulous. You've been watching Steph on Scott Trans. Bye.